Here we go again with RTX graphics cards melting, but this time it seems even more serious as plenty of cases are being reported despite the low volume of sold units so far. And it's not only RTX 5090, also RTX 5080 users have reported melting incidents too. People are not even sure yet of the main cause, as there seem to be several ones. Whether it's using an older generation 12V high power cable, or also known as H+, instead of the newer 12V-2x6, also could be identified as H++, or simply not connecting either cables fully. There seem to be other causes that still remain unknown to this day. Many experts and big YouTubers have been investigating this case to help users understand how to deal with it. I'm not an expert myself in this, or even has an RTX 5090 to try it out. However, something has caught my attention in the past few days. I started seeing people on Reddit showing their GPU cables and asking whether they are good or not, or also stating that their cables are perfectly safe because they have all pins on the connector leveled evenly. According to them, this indicates that the cable is actually perfect. This trend seems to have started after J2Cent made his video pointing to a theory that unsafe cables usually have unleveled pins like this one from Corsair on the left compared to the good one on the right by MSI. People seem to have picked up on this now and started sharing photos of their cables. So today's video is all about giving my take on this. Hopefully by sharing the cables I've got, you may get some idea as we'll check different brands. So first of all, I have this Lian Strimer wireless 16.8 extension. We'll check which connector version it's using and how the pin's conditions is. I need to note that this extension is brand new and has never been used before. It's on hold until I get the RTX 5090. Now to check which version you have, look at the side of the connector. If it's H+, then it's the older 12V high power, and it's actually not recommended for the 5090. If it's H++, then it's the new version. So as you can see, this will confirm that this extension is actually using the newer standard. Now if we check the pins on this cable, we can clearly see that the top right pin is slightly sinking compared to the others. If I tilt it, you can see that it's not even visible at all, unlike the rest. Also, the two middle pins at the bottom are slightly lower too. I'm not confirming that this cable is dead on arrival and shouldn't be used. Personally, I'm not even convinced that a slight difference in pin's height would cause melting, as if you connect it all the way in, even those pins that aren't at the same level should still make contact. The depth isn't significant enough for them not to connect at all. Next we have these two 12V-2x6 90-degree cables from BeQuiet. I got them for Toughpower 13 power supply. They are also brand new and haven't been used. You can see that it's a new version of the cable H++, meaning it's 12V-2x6. But if we check the pins, they are uneven too. Some are fine while others are slightly lower. And it's very noticeable even to the naked eye, so don't need like a microscopic zooming, just keep tilting the cable and you will see it eventually. I also checked the second cable and it's the same thing. If I tilt it, some of the pins aren't showing at all, so they are sunk a bit. Now if we turn back, the main reason I got these cables is because the BeQuiet Toughpower Pro 13 I got is actually RTX 3 and PCIe 5. However, BeQuiet has confirmed for me that I can use those new cables with it, and it should be fine for an RTX 5090. Now if we check the cables that ships with it originally, it's H+, so it's the older 12V high power version, and also has uneven pins, at least several of them. Let's check a different brand. Here I have the NZXT C15 Platinum, which fully complies with RTX 3.1 and PCIe 5.1 standards. I plan to use this one when my RTX 5090 arrives. The cables that come with it honestly don't look that appealing. They are not braided or easy to bend, which is why I wanted to use the Lian Strimer wireless extension for it. But even its cable connector has some of its pins uneven and sinking slightly. So far we checked different cables from different brands, all brand new, unused, yet they all show the same characteristics. Now finally I have this Thermaltake Toughpower GF3 1350W, which is an RTX 3.0 and PCIe 5.0. I've used this one for my RTX 4090 for over 2 years and it never gave me a single issue. Let's check the cable I was using with it and see how it looks. You can see that the cable I used for 2 years has several uneven pins, yet it never caused any melting or issues at all. I even overclocked my GPU with it and it was fine all along. Now out of subject maybe, I checked other cables such as the 24-pin motherboard connector and it also has uneven pins. So the thing of uneven pins is present all along, but we just never paid attention to it until now when RTX GPU started melting. So guys, I just wanted to make this video to let you know that in my personal opinion, I don't think that having uneven pins on your 12V high power or 12V-2x6 cable means automatically it's faulty or unsafe to use. I used such a cable like this and it just ran fine with an RTX 4090 and it wasn't even RTX 3.1 or PCIe 5.1. In my opinion, if you plan to get an RTX 50 series, it's worth waiting for experts to give their findings and recommendations, and some good practice will be already to get a quality RTX 3.1 PCIe 5.1 power supply. Avoid third-party cables or extensions if you want to minimize risk. Or if you want to use an extension, use a reliable one that fully complies with the new PCIe 5.1 standards, so it should be H++. I hope at least this video has shed some light and cleared some doubts. Given my limited knowledge and lack of testing equipment, I can't perform checks myself. I don't even have an RTX 5090 yet, but I'm hopeful that experts in this field and also NVIDIA themselves will be able to spot the real issue and help out. Once I get my RTX 5090, I'll keep you updated on my experience and findings, so stay tuned. So if you found this video useful, please give it a like and subscribe to Toughpower to stay updated on future content. And let me know in the comments below what you think and whether you were lucky enough to get an RTX 5080 or 5090. And how has been your experience so far? I'm really keen to know from the people that actually use a GPU, so let me know your take about it. Thanks for watching and see you guys in the next one. Peace out.